Hello nerds, it's your boy MtG here, back with another Magic the Gathering deck tech and gameplay video. And today we're going to be doing a Simic Hydras list that I've cooked up, and it's got a little bit of heat to it, I think, actually. So I think you're going to enjoy it. Before we jump into the video, though, I do have to apologize briefly to my subscribers because videos are going to be a little bit slow in the next 2 weeks because I am traveling again. I know, I'm ridiculous right now, but there will be videos coming out just slower than normal, so no worries, it's fine. I'm still here making videos and everything, just traveling a bit, and I think that's the only real update. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, I welcome you. If you want to see more of my content, please subscribe. Now on to the deck tech. Okay, so here we are playing Simic Hydras, and the real reason we want to do this, do it the way we're doing it, is because of Bioessence Hydra, right? Bioessence Hydra, spicy new Hydra we got with War of the Spark. It costs 5 mana, and you get a 4/4 with Trample, which is not particularly good, aside from the part where you, Bioessence Hydra enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each loyalty counter on planeswalkers you control, and whenever one or more loyalty counters are put on planeswalkers you control, put that many +1/+1 counters on Bioessence Hydra. Ooh, there's a lot of text, sorry. Okay, so basically this means, all this means is that Bioessence Hydra should have approximately, a number of +1/+1 counters equal to the number of loyalty counters on planeswalkers. And something you do need to keep in mind here is that, so when it enters the battlefield, it gets +1/+1 counters equal to the number of loyalty counters on planeswalkers. So if say you just have one Kiora Behemoth Beckoner with 7 loyalty, this will come in as a 4/4, and then you will add 7 counters to it, which immediately making it an 11/11 Hydra with Trample, which is bonkers stats. That's ridiculous, right? But if you were then, subsequent to playing the Bioessence Hydra, if you are then to play another planeswalker from your hand, it gets +1/+1 counters equal to the number of loyalty counters that planeswalker enters the battlefield with. So after that, say we play either like a Nissa or a Vivien here, this immediately gets 5 more counters, making it really big, really big. So what we also want to do with that is not only are we going to be making Bioessence Hydras very large and very scary, we are going to be playing Simic Ascendancy, which is basically our alternate win condition here. Normally, we're going to be just making big Hydras, whether it's Hydroid Krasis, Hungering Hydra, which we have 2 of in this deck, or Bioessence Hydra. We also have 3 Simic Ascendancy to get that alternate win con for those grindy games where we're not really able to quite attack in and win. We can still win with Simic Ascendancy, assuming we survive till the beginning of our turn once we get 20 counters on it. But with Bioessence Hydra, this is incredibly easy to get 20 +1/+1 counters, like 20 growth counters on Simic Ascendancy. Not all that hard. So keep that in mind. That's the reason for some of the decisions here on playing like more planeswalkers or cutting planeswalkers, because we're playing Simic Ascendancy as well as, the Bioessence Hydra plus the planeswalker thing. But we're playing 4 Nissa Who Shakes the World, which is a pretty easy decision to make. Like, of the planeswalkers in this deck, we want to be playing 4 of Nissa because she's, I think, the strongest for what we want to do, particularly because of her passive. Whenever we tap a forest for mana, we're getting an additional green, which makes our Hydroid Krasis and our Hungering Hydra just that much stronger, in addition to being able to play Mass Manipulation for really big steals in the late game. And the reason we play 1 Mass Manipulation is just for those long, grindy games against control, where we can just snag some of the planeswalkers and creatures, and you just kind of like usually win the game, unless this gets countered, of course. But Nissa makes that easier for us by giving our forests a little bit of a boost there. We also play 2 Vivien Reid, which is pretty nice. We can go to our library and get creatures out of it. We can destroy things. Also, if we get to our ultimate, we generally win the game. We play 2 Tamiyo, and the reason we do this is because, again, sometimes we want to be just saying, oh, I want to find Bioessence Hydra in the top, whatever, 4 cards, and then put it in my hand. Or sometimes things die and we want to get them back from our graveyard. This is very nice, and this protects us from a lot of what Grixis is going to try to do to us. Grixis and Esper both are going to try to make us discard cards and sacrifice things, and Tamiyo protects us from that, which is very nice. The other planeswalkers we're playing 4 Kiora Behemoth Beckoner. And the reason we're doing this is because Kiora is really good, and particularly in this deck. I actually think, in my opinion, Kiora is one of the stronger uncommon planeswalkers, mainly for her card draw advantage. But she does 2 things, right? She can basically ramp us by, we can tap a land and then use her -1 to untap that land to get an extra mana, which is either going to be supplying our giving us an extra X for Hydroid Krasis, or just getting us to be play a 5-mana something on turn 4, right? But also, whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, we draw a card, which really helps us to kind of keep the engine running, so to speak. So if we're playing a big Hydroid Krasis or big Hydra, any big Hydras in this deck, we're going to be drawing cards, which is pretty important. We do have several other ways to go into our deck and get cards. Of course, we have quite a few. We have small Vivien, big Vivien, and Tamiyo here, but we do also like that just card draw engine, because if we're running short on lands, we want lands as well. So that's pretty nice. What else are we playing? I did just kind of gloss over baby Vivien here. She's nice because sometimes we do want to flash things in. Like, if we're given the option, we're going to be flashing in these Hydras at the end of a turn, at the end of our opponent's turn, so that we can then immediately attack with them. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing we want to do. Also, again, this can give our creatures vigilance and reach, and we can look at the top 3 cards and exile one face down, and then we can play that as long as it's a creature, which is actually very good because, again, as I was saying with Tamiyo, she protects us from Grixis and Esper discard stuff like Thought Erasure and not Duress, but I guess Divest it would be. But Vivien basically protects us from that as well, because the card doesn't go to our hand, it goes to exile, so we can play it straight from exile. Now that that's out of the way, we're playing a little, like, pretty normal ramp here. We've got 4 Llanowar Elves, 2 Incubation Druids, and 3 Paradise Druid. I had this at a 2-2 for, like, 2 of Incubation and 2 Paradise Druid, and I cut back on 1 Vivien Champion of the Wilds to put another Paradise Druid, because I felt like I wanted the ramp in there more than a 4th Vivien. And the reason we're not playing 4 of each of these, I mean, we could potentially... I actually prefer Paradise Druid in this, honestly. Incubation Druid is good. But this is not, like, adapting is not the real thing we want to be doing. We want to be ramping quickly in order to get our Hydras out on the field. And Incubation Druid is good, but it's a little bit more... it dies more easily to mono red and things like that. Because of the Paradise Druid's hexproof, that's actually very important. Underrated hexproof ability here. So once we play her, she can stay on the field until our next turn, assuming there's not like a Goblin Chain Whirler, which can really screw our plans over. But you know, she does stay on the field a little bit longer usually than Incubation Druid, because they're gonna probably want to kill this with a shock. Like, Incubation Druid dies to a shock, and so does Paradise Druid after she's been tapped. But before she gets tapped for mana, she does not get targeted by things, which is actually pretty nice. I kind of think I've been over everything. We're only playing, I believe, 24. Yeah, we're only playing 24 lands in this because we've got so much ramp. We don't need to play more. I guess you could play 25, but I don't suggest playing less than 24, because we're not playing Explorer in this deck, which potentially we could be playing Explorer, but I think that's a little bit too slow. So, yeah, you don't want probably less than 24 lands, just to make sure you hit all your land drops up to 5, right? Because we don't always want to trust our mana dorks here to survive, because Llanowar Elves dies to shock, Incubation Druid dies to shock, Paradise Druid dies to Goblin Chain Whirler against mono red. So against mono red, we want to actually make sure we can get our, you know, Nissa out, or our Bioessence Hydra and stuff like that. So I'm going to stop talking about this now, and we're just going to jump into the gameplay. I think... I don't remember. I don't remember exactly how things were going last time I was playing this deck in practice games. The first time I was playing it, it was going very well, and then the second time, as I recall, this has been a couple days. I've been testing this deck out over the course of like 2 weeks, actually. But the second time, things were a little bit iffier, and I have changed a few things since then. I put in another Nissa, and I took out another Vivien and put in Mass Manipulation since then. And the real reason the real issues we were having were, yeah, we can do this hand. This is a fine hand, because we can get Simic Ascendancy on turn 2, followed by Kiora, and then into Nissa. So that'll be fine. The real issues we were running up against was that sometimes we were not quite fast enough against the control decks, and then they ended up taking over the game and exiling our stuff. And so that's part of the reason we want more Nissa, because she's more late game power. I think I'd go for Simic Ascendancy here. Yeah, I think that's the better option. It's looking like probably mono white, which is kind of scary, but whatevs. Okay, so they still don't have a play on turn 2. That's fortunate for us. Very fortunate. Let's go ahead and get out Kiora, Behemoth, Beckoner here, because we can now get Nissa down on next turn by using her minus ability. We can go ahead and play Nissa, which is just a bonkers play for us. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so they are mono white, and maybe they're going to hit something here. Kinjali's Sunwing. Okay, interesting. That's actually kind of a bummer. So let's go ahead and do this. We will tap that and then untap it to play Nissa. I'm actually quite interested about this this ability with my Nissa's +1. I think we want to go Forest here. Yeah, okay, so it does... We can attack. We can go straight up attack, and then I can tap the Forest to play Incubation Druid. So the biggest bummer about playing Simic Ascendancy with Nissa is that her ability does not proc Simic Ascendancy, so we have to get the Hydras out to actually make that work. But the good news is, we will be soon, hopefully, able to play our Hydroid Krasis for really big, because we've got quite a bit of mana out on the board here. Hopefully, they are not going to play like a Ixalan's Binding or Conclave Tribunal. Okay, Llanowar War Leader. Not quite what I was expecting, but I accept. Nissa who shakes the world. Hey, I've got a backup, so that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think this is what we do. We go tap that for green, and then we will untap this. So we've got a lot of tap-untap potential here. And then I'm going to go in +1 on the breeding pool so we can play a giant Hydroid Krasis right here. How big can I make this? This is going to be, that's 4, 8. So I can play it for 8x and keep my Incubation Druid up. So I'm going to go ahead and, I'm just going to do that. Oh, 8. There we go. Of course it comes in tapped, which is a little bit of a bummer. But we do get 8 counters on Simic Ascendancy immediately. And that's interesting. I'm actually going to play the Forest because I can use that to put a token on or a counter on. Okay, so I will just pass the turn. I'm not real worried about taking a little bit of damage here, or even potentially losing my Nissa because I've got another Nissa. I've got 2 more Nissas in hand, ready to go. So we good. Seal away, huh? They're probably sealing away my Hydroid Krasis, I assume. They, yep. I mean, I that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Okay, so my Nissa is going to die. But I can put a counter. I can put a counter on my Incubation Druid and block one of the cats with her. Yeah, I'll pass to blockers, block a cat. Put one on the Druid, which means I can't adapt her anymore, but I do get the bonus of getting 3 mana from her, rather than just... Wait, no, I want to tap... Because these are not forests, I want to go ahead and tap the Hinterland Harbors. Very interesting. I'm in a slight predicament here. I'm trying to figure out what to do with myself. I think I probably go... I've got to play a little bit aggressive, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this, untap the Hinterland Harbor, and then attack for 9. Because they don't tap, I can still use them for mana. And so now I'm going to play a really big Hungering Hydra here. Actually, I'm going to shock in Breeding Pool, so I can get crazy with my Hungering Hydra. And actually, I'm going to tap that Forest, and then untap. Can I play for 10? So this is, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I'm actually just going to play it for 9 so I can keep one of my lands, my creature lands up as a blocker. And I put 9 on Simic Ascendancy. And end turn. I was 2 away from winning the game next turn with Simic Ascendancy. So, there's that. This Kinjali Sunwing has actually been making me very sad. Making me very, very sad. Because, yeah, I'm having to play way slower because of this this whole Hydra business. All right, what you got for me, Elden Grim? I'm still okay with them killing my Nissa who shakes the world. That's fine. I'm not really, at this point, I'm not trying to win by killing them. Though I will admit, I'm a bit scared of their, them Conclave Tribunaling my Simic Ascendancy, but, you know, whatever. Let's go ahead and do this to play Vivien, Champion of the Wilds. Because then I can flash in Bioessence Hydra next turn. Or, oh, but wait. It comes in tapped. I hate that so much. We'll give Bioessence Hydra, or Hungering Hydra Vigilance here, so it can attack in without threat of a seal away. And then we gonna go ahead and... You know what? We're going to do this too. We're going to +1 Hinterland Harbor and go crazy. We're going to attack all except for Incubation Druid because everything else has Vigilance. Though, okay, would Mono White mid-range be playing Settle the Wreckage? Because if they are, I am going to be pretty sad. You know what? I'm scared of that, so I'm going to hold back these 2 bad boys. The way they held up blockers last turn made me think they probably don't have Settle the Wreckage, but they do have 4 mana up, which is a bit scary. So, I'm going to play around it. There it is. Okay, Settle the Wreckage. Not the end of the world, that's fine. Though I could go ahead and... I'm going to tap you for green, tap you for blue, play Bioessence Hydra here. And that's a thing. That's an 18/18 Hydra, so that's good. That's pretty nice. We'll resolve that. That's fine. So I lose 3 creatures, one of them being a 9/9 Hungering Hydra. Yes, I will definitely do that. I want to get... 2 forests out because I need the forests. Oh, why did I only get 2? I could have gotten 3. Sometimes you just do really dumb things. It's fine. It's fine. Next to damage. And I'm going to untap the Bioessence Hydra and end my turn. Because now they can't seal away my Bioessence. It has Trample. I'm still, of course, afraid of a Settle the Wreckage next turn, but even if I make it to the next turn with Simic Ascendancy on it, I win! Yeah, I still win! Yay! Nice try, opponent. Nice try. Yep, that's a win for us. That was pretty fun. Interesting mono white mid-range we went up against there. I'll take that win, for sure. Well done, Hydras. Well done. No, I'm gonna roll this again. This is unrelated to the video. There we go. Quick side note. It is usually in your best interest to, if you have a 500 gold quest, to re-roll it to see if you get a 750. Because that's just the way to game the economy here on MTG Arena. Alright, game number 2 against Mr. Clowncopter. Alright, Clowncopter. Gideon Jura. Oh, this will not do. Yeah, I mean, as much as I like having 3 Kiora Behemoth Beckoners in my hand, which I don't, I'm going to mulligan that. Yeah, I don't like that. This is much better. We get a Vivien on turn 3, Simic Ascendancy turn 2. It's keepable. I think we probably bottom that because we're going to need a creature. Like, I'd rather have a Paradise Druid coming up here so we can ramp to Vivien Reid. And that's a bit scary. Grim Initiate is... well, Okay, we'll see. Hopefully we don't get just run over here by Rakdos aggro. Oh, okay. Grixis. I mean, do we even play the Llanowar Elves? I don't think Llanowar Elves doesn't help us this turn, and it probably dies to a shock anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and get Simic Ascendancy down. That's fine. And see what they play this turn. So the reason I don't want to play it yet is because it doesn't really ramp me to anything except a slightly larger Hungering Hydra, which could be potentially helpful. Kiora is better, though. I think I'm going to go ahead and get Kiora down here. This could get negated, which is scary, because I need that. So then I'm going to untap this forest and play Llanowar Elves. Llanowar Elves might get shocked, but that's a risk I'm willing to take at this point. Yeah. All right, if we draw a land here, we can get down Vivien Reid, which is nice. Okay, they are letting everything come in tap. They've only gotten shock lands, so that's kind of funny. I wonder if he starts hitting Kiora. Nope, go for the face, that's probably a smart move. Lightning Strike on me. Very interesting. That's yeah, that's pretty interesting. We're gonna get down. Oh wait, no, the whole reason I did that was to do this. So I can play Hungering Hydra for 3. Which is a bummer because it still dies to Lightning Strike, but I need a blocker for Grim Initiate. Cast Down. Well, Cast Down does it too, so that's wonderful. Gleaming Overseer. Okay, they are out of cards, which is okay. That's good. Tamiyo. They're going to be attacking for 3 next turn, so I don't want to let anything I play die. Not getting lands is making me a little sad. Yeah, there's no real reason to play Vivien yet, so I'm going to go ahead and play my Tamiyo here. Where are you? There you. I moved you. Now, I think non-land card name. I think I'll probably go for Nissa here. That's the best. I think that's my best option. Old Nissa who shakes the world. Wait, yes, choose that. And not to be found, but I put a lot of lands in my graveyard. That's really fun. Those lands that I needed, I put them right in my graveyard. And there's a Dreadhorde Invasion, which is wonderful because we, yep, that's really nice. So again, they're still going for the face. That's fine. I will do this. I will return a land, or return a Hinterland Harbor from my graveyard to my hand, and pick up a Bioessence Hydra and put it down.
I have learned much from my ancestors.
So Kiora does go to 3, but Bioessence Hydra comes in as a, what is this? What is it going to be? A 6/6? No, a 10/10? It could potentially, so this could potentially die to a cast down here. But I do put a bunch of counters on Simic Ascendancy, and I draw a card, which is nice because I need to be drawing a little something here. A little something. Okay. Yep. Thought Erasure. Alright, they'd probably take my Vivien Reid if I had to guess. Potentially my Kiora, because they might kill Kiora, but... Oh, wait. They can't, because Tamiyo... Remember when I was like, yeah, this protects us from getting from discards. Yeah, they forgot to read that passive. Sorry. Oops. I also forgot about this passive ability, because passive abilities of Planeswalkers are insane. Okay, there goes my Kiora. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna look for Nissa before I play anything.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Well, still no. Still no on the Nissa, so that's fine. So, do we play Kiora? I think that's a yes, because it pumps our Ascendancy a huge amount, and pumps this, so we can almost win here by just attacking. And we can untap this to be a blocker. So, like, they have to block this, or they're gonna die. Wait a minute. Am I dumb? Could I have... no, I could not have won that. Okay, this is fine. That's okay. We deal 13 damage there, and we're going to untap this bad boy. Oh no, they amass 1. We'll go ahead and play our Llanowar Elves because they see it, and we can use it as a blocker if we need it. They are dead unless they can kill Bioessence Hydra. Good game, opponent. You tried. You tried hard. You can't make me discard anything. Oh, Tamiyo, you dog. I'm telling you, Tamiyo is great against Grixis. Even if you're not mainboarding her, she's a great option as a sideboard against both Esper and Grixis because of Thought Erasure. Of course, generally, you can't get her down before they're going to Thought Erasure you anyway, so it's not that helpful. But in the mid-game, if they're like, let me get rid of a threat from your hand, and you're like, no, you can't. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good play. All right, Game 3 coming up with Simic Hydras. What should I call this deck? Hydra Ascendancy? Maybe Hydra Ascendancy because we're using Simic Ascendancy so much. Hydras Ascend. It's like Avengers. Like you get it right. Like Avengers Assemble. But I'm done now. Okay, opponent goes first. This is actually a really nice hand because we can go either. Yeah, probably Paradise Druid turn 2 into Kiora. So that's good. Yeah, we keep 7 obviously. And wait a minute, Kiora. If we play Kiora, yeah, if we can play. I'm trying to think through this. Okay, turn 2 we play Paradise Druid. Turn 3 we go Kiora. Burglar Rat, you dog. I'm actually gonna discard my other Kiora, so it's looking like a straight up discard deck. Go Paradise Druid because she will not die immediately. Hopefully they don't play a Davriel here because that would be a shame. I need to get a Tamiyo. That's what I need. Yep, there's Davriel. Wonderful. So I'm just going to be discarding a lot. I'm actually going to go ahead and discard an island for now. Okay, I actually probably play the forest, and then I go Kiora. Gonna untap Breeding Pool and drop in an Incubation Druid. So we've got plenty of mana here, so I can discard Breeding Pool and play Vivien next turn, which is fine. Walk the Plank. Well, who plays Walk the Plank? I mean, fair enough. I definitely discard Breeding Pool here. It's an interesting option actually. I kind of admire the choice. Yeah, we'll go ahead and island. Play Vivien Reid. The bad news is, here's the deal. Whatever we put into our hand, I don't think we're going to be able to play it because they're going to make us discard it, which blows. But we might as well +1 anyway. We don't have anything to minus. Yep, there's our Bioessence Hydra. Shoot. Oh, that's terrible. I mean, what do we do? Take an island? They don't know what we've got, right? They don't know what we've got. Oh, what? I should have untapped Paradise Druid because they can kill it now. I'm an idiot. I'm a straight up idiot. Yeah. They murder my Paradise Druid when I could have just untapped her and made her hexproof. Nice job, me. Okay. Interesting. We will go ahead and do this. Really? Really? We take Hinterland Harbor. Obviously. Do that and play Llanowar Elves. Yay, I'm bad at this game now. Okay, pass the turn. Gleaming Barrier. What is this deck? This is a strange deck we are up against. I'm going to no block just to keep my Llanowar Elves alive. So I take damage. Not the end of the world. I'll go ahead and +1 her just to see what I get. Because if I get Bioessence Hydra, we gonna want to play that. For sure. That comes in as a 12, 16-16. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so what do we do? We tap Llanowar Elves, untap Llanowar Elves, play Hungering Hydra for 2. Okay, that's nice. The reason I want to actually get Hungering Hydra down on the field now, albeit very weak, is because they might have easy removal for Bioessence Hydra, like literally a cast down kills Bioessence Hydra, or they just concede, because that's a thing. I guess they didn't have removal for Bioessence, so then I win the game. And that's kind of the thing about the card, though. Like, it's vulnerable, and it's kind of sometimes hard to... It's only 5 mana, though. It's not that hard to cast. But if your opponent doesn't have a way to get rid of it, it's kind of a death sentence. Like, it's usually that strong, especially with Kiora, because Kiora comes in at 7 loyalty. 7. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, game number 4. Probably going to be my last game. Probably my last game. That one was pretty quick there. Actually, the last 2 have been fairly fast. So I feel like I can play a little bit longer. And why is the queue taking so long? All right, help me out, Arena. There we go. Okay. Against Mickly. Mickly Mouse. Oh, boy. We can't play any of these until turn 5. I'm tempted to keep it. It's pretty greedy, but I'm going to keep it and assume that we're going to draw into something spicy. Like even a Paradise Druid or Llanowar Elves really helps us out on our first draw. I mean, we can do with the Kiora as well. One of those is going to be fine. Mickly, come on, man. Don't you want to let me play? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah. We've got all of our big stuff, which is a bummer. Okay, yeah, mono red will hurt us pretty bad. Mono red will hurt us a lot. Whew. Yep, not having a play potentially until turn 4 could just, especially in a deck with, one of the big problems with this deck is that it has 0 interaction besides Vivien Reid, which is barely even counts. Almost 0 life gain aside from Hydroid Krasis, which is usually like gains you like 2 life at a time. You could potentially run Bond of what is it called? Bond of Renewal. That's a thing. Yep. There we go. Play the forest. Yep. Yep. Bond of Flourishing. That's what it's called. Gain 3 life and draw something from like a permanent card. That could work for this deck. I didn't feel like I had room for it though, because we want to just be ramping into Hydras really fast. So, you know, you gotta take your losses. Okay, an interesting little Rakdos doodad here. Why is Arena going so slow? Like, yeah, it just amasses. That's just what happens. I'm actually pretty okay with playing Kiora right now. Keeping her at 7. She might go to 4, but this helps us either get a Nissa out or get a Bioessence Hydra out. They could potentially have Angrath's Rampage, which will make me very sad, because I don't have my Tamiyo on the field yet. Judith the Scourge Diva. Well, that is the death of Kiora. Yep. Okay. So Kiora is no longer helpful because they're just going to kill her. Okay. I thought for a second they might just go face instead of killing Kiora, but, you know, these things happen. Okay, let's play Hinterland Harbor. I'm actually going to kill my Kiora in order to play my Nissa, because my Nissa is very important right now to keep me alive. We're going to do we're actually going to do it to the Hinterland Harbor, because this is a less of a blow than if I lose the forest. If I lose the forest, that's bad, because the forest produces me 2 mana currently, and I will attack actually, because I've got nothing better to do, and they're going to take the damage, I bet. They'd be very silly to kill the Judith the Scourge Diva right here. Very silly. Now, it's completely within the realm. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm yawning so much. It's completely within the realm of possibility that they could just kill my Nissa right here, because they've got enough damage on the field. But again, that's damage that's not going to my face, which is actually kind of important. Okay. Big question. Big questions. I think I do this. Actually, what is... Oh, I block the zombie army for sure, because zombie army doesn't deal the 1 damage from Judith. They could potentially shock here to kill my Hinterland Harbor. Or just shock Nissa in order to kill her. Heartfire. Okay, well, there goes Nissa. I do keep my land creature alive, which is nice. Yikes. Here we go. So now I know they're playing Heartfire, which means I can't drop in my Bioessence Hydra now, because I know they have a way to deal 4 damage to me. I'm going to go ahead and play my Tamiyo and just get my Nissa right back.
Every story is an opportunity for new data.
Hello. She's back, baby. She's back. Mayhem Devil. Okay, well. Yep. Oh, I forget that that's a thing. Evolving Wilds triggers Mayhem Devil. Yikes.
Setting a bad example.
Alright. Are you going to attack me? Oh, my back. Oh. Yikes. Okay. Tamiyo's going to die either way. Actually, that's not completely true. Tamiyo doesn't die if they... Yeah, I think this is the thing to do. Right, because if they want this 1 extra damage to go to Hinterland Harbor, it can't be used to kill my Tamiyo. And if I were them, I would kill the creature. Okay? Nope. They're not going to do that. Not going to do that, it seems. Alright, I'm actually going to... Yeah, we'll do this.
Strange and magnificent world. The land fights for us.
I'm going to attack here, because if they don't block, they're taking 6 damage, which actually takes them to 8, which is substantial. Which is quite substantial. They may consider blocking, and if they do, not the end of the world. That's kind of fine. Yeah, Mayhem Devil. We kind of want Mayhem Devil out of the way. So, cool. It is a shame. I will admit it is a shame that I had to lose a forest to do that. But I also wanted to have the option available of after combat playing Vivien Champion of the Wilds. But it's all good. It's all good. Sorry, I'm actually going to adjust my camera because my back is hurting, and I'm going to go ahead and slump down in my chair. What are you going to sacrifice, sir? I mean, I definitely sacrifice my Hinterland Harbor here. I mean, that's an obvious choice. But, oh. Nissa's gonna die anyway, huh? Yeah, because they've got 2 attackers here. Nissa dies. Shoot. We didn't really think that quite all the way through. Yeah. Yikes. We've lost a lot of lands today. And a lot of planeswalkers. But we will avenge the fallen. I will have my revenge for you. Hey, that's a thing. I don't really want to play my Bioessence Hydra into death, so I'm gonna go with Vivien Reid here. Vivien Reid could potentially die, but it would take a little more effort on the opponent's part. Yeah, we'll go Paradise Druid actually, or we go or yeah, Paradise Druid. I think Paradise Druid is pretty helpful. Could have gone Hungering Hydra, but I'd prefer to play Bioessence Hydra. It's just a slightly better option. I have not seen Mass Manipulation this whole time. Okay, so the Fanatical Firebrand does screw up my plans quite a bit. It makes me pretty sad. Not gonna lie, makes me kind of sad. Didn't think they'd be able to get there, but they top decked a hasty creature. And Hydroid Krasis is quite nice, actually. No. Z, undo that. What do we do here? What are you coming at? 3? 3 doesn't really help me that much. Dang. But, I mean, it's better than nothing. Because we do want to draw a card, gain a little life. I'm actually going to do this, again, because it's going to take some effort on their part to kill it. It'll take either a Heartfire or me blocking, which I'm actually not going to do this turn. I'm going to not block. Rekindling Phoenix. Yikes. Yikes indeed. Let's see how they attack here. Okay, I'm going to take the 4 damage. No blocks. I accept your attack, and I raise you 1 Bioessence Hydra that comes in as a 4/4. Completely unremarkable Bioessence Hydra. Though when we do play Vivien, Champion of the Wilds, that becomes a little bit bigger. I can't really attack right now because Rekindling Phoenix will kill me if I do. So that's a bit scary. Yeah, I mean, I could... Let's see. I could choose not to block. Seems slightly foolish. Because they can just sacrifice Rekindling Phoenix after that to play Heartfire on Bioessence Hydra, so I feel like I need to go ahead and block. And I'd rather kill that and lose my Hydroid Krasis than allow them to get the damage and then Llanowar Elves, whatever, and then be able to Heartfire my Bioessence, which they may still be able to kill my Bioessence Hydra. Plague Crafter, nice. Yeah, I think this is just a loss for us. Potentially. Hey, there's the Priest of Forgotten Gods. Yay! Wunderbar. Well, okay. We're going to stick with it here. We're going to do this. Nissa who shakes the worlds, baby. We'll, pop an island up. And Passion. I think I lose next turn, but there's a couple ways I can not lose. No, I'm pretty sure I lose. They're going for the face. I blocked the Plague Crafter, actually. I'm okay with losing the island here. I blocked the Plague Crafter. They could potentially decide to sacrifice it with Priest. Nope. I go to 5. They deal 1 damage. They sack those 2, I take 4 damage. No, I die. Yep, I'm dead. Good game. If they just use Priest of Forgotten God's ability, I lose. So, yep. There we go. It's been a good run. It's been a good run. We couldn't quite make it out of this one alive. A little too much removal on our opponent's part, and a very slow start for us, so it can happen in best of ones. It can. And there we go. We are dead. And that will be the end of this video. I hate to end the video on a loss, but sometimes these things happen. All good in the hood. I hope you guys enjoyed this video quite a bit. I actually enjoy this deck a lot. Especially getting to play around with Simic Ascendancy. It's not something you see very often, so I hope it can make a comeback with Hydras. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, I welcome you. Feel free to subscribe so you can see more of my videos, and hit the notification bell so you know when my videos are posted. I think other than that, that's it, guys. Have a good one, and adios.